Hey guys, hello. The tea is hot. I hope it doesn't burn me. Anyway, um, I hope all of you are doing well. I hope the new year is being nice to you. So, yeah, first of all, I wish you a beautiful year, a successful year, a healing year. May you get everything you deserve. May you get everything you want this year. I was I was um I was about to shower and my heart told me to go live, and that is what I'm doing because I wanted to talk to you guys about something important that we all need. It doesn't matter if you're a man, a boy, a girl, a woman. It doesn't matter, but we all need this, and that is self-love. I'm on a journey to discover myself, and I know I'm not alone. I know there are so many people who are trying to discover why we are here on earth, why we do what we do, why we think the way we think. And I have a belief that love is the answer to every problem that we have in the world. But it has to start with you. So anyway, I don't want to act as if I am not live. I want to talk to you and chat with you and reply to your messages and, you know, just have fun. I'm gonna be live for only 1 hour because I need to sleep. Tomorrow is a very big day for me. I won't share what is happening tomorrow because I don't have to. But anyway, so I'm live on TikTok. When I look here, this is TikTok, and I'm live on YouTube. And before I start yapping, I want to say thank you to everyone that supported my Christmas or our community Christmas party. I posted a video on YouTube. Please go and watch. If you donated, this is a chance to see what you have done, right? To see the happiness, the smiles on those little babies. If you didn't and you just want to just go and watch and be inspired, please do so. The video is already there. I posted half of it on TikTok. You can also check it. You're so kind. Thank you so much. I'm just being a human because I think we need love. We need to love each other. We need to open our hearts to love one another. Like, that's all we have to do. But you cannot love another person if you don't love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, then how can you love when you don't know how to love yourself? Like, because when you look at it, I'm a mother. I'm a mother, right? I'm a mother of two. I have a son and I have a daughter. And I've been talking about them, though I don't post them for some reasons. I met my mom the day, I met my parents, not only my mom, my parents, the day my mom gave birth to me, right? I met my children the day I gave birth to them. Remember, I am still me. I met my partner, my exes, my friends. But the only person that was there from the beginning was me. My life started the day I was born. So that means I was with myself the day I was born. And I'm going to be with myself the day I die. So it is very important to, to build a relationship with yourself by understanding yourself, by understanding why you think like why you think the way you think, why you love the way you love, why you do things, why like you need to understand the why. I'm a very curious person. I love questioning life. Like I've been questioning why we are here. I don't have the answer yet. Why we are here on earth. What is the reason why we are here on earth? I don't have the answer yet, but I know I'll find that answer and it will be my own truth. It doesn't have to be your truth. And actually, before I say anything, don't believe everything I say. Question what I say. If it works for you, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Sorry, my phone is falling. It doesn't. If it clicks, it clicks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You don't have to believe me. I'm not a superhuman. I am also, oh no, sorry. I'm also trying to discover myself. By discovering myself, I believe there are so many people on earth that are trying to understand, themselves. And they say you can't learn something unless you talk about it and teach it and try to, by doing that, you learn. Because you make mistakes and you learn from your mistakes, da 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 da, blah 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 blah. So I've learned a lot of things from my experiences. Someone is asking, how old are you? I'm 30 years old. I'm not ashamed of saying my age because it is a privilege to grow up, to live until 30. And I always say that, right? So I've learned a lot of things from the things I've done, from the mistakes I made. And, and I feel like I have some wisdom that I can share with young people or anyone who wants to listen. You don't have to take everything I say. I'm not a superhuman. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. I have my flaws. But I am someone who wants to be better all the time. Not only for me, but for people around me. Someone is asking, are you married? I am not married. For people around me, for my children, for my loved ones. Right? So, you understand that I'm not a perfect person. If you understand that, then we can move forward. So, I started by saying that you're the only person who is going to be with you until the day you leave this world. Not your partner, not your parents, not your children. They will come and go. And you have to. There are facts that we have to understand, that we are all going to die. Right? At the end of the day, that is the end. I used to be scared of dying, but it doesn't mean that I'm not scared right now, but at least I'm getting a little bit like better, like I'm trying to understand, okay, we all have to die. Then when we are here, we have to enjoy and be present, be in the now, right now, and try to enjoy what is here. Because I believe the world is so beautiful if we see it that way, by starting loving ourselves. If you love yourself, you start attracting love from other people, from nature. Can I tell you something funny, guys? I talk me, and I don't care if you guys think I'm crazy. I talk to the moon. Yes, the moon. If you look outside, if you're in Uganda, if you look outside, you will see the moon. It is there. I talk to the moon as if I'm talking to someone I love. I believe I have a relationship with the moon, a friendship relationship. The moon doesn't reply to me. Actually, I talk to the sun too, though sometimes the sun, it is hard to look direct into the sun. So the moon is a bit okay, like when you look, it doesn't damage your eyes. So I talk to the moon as my friend. When I don't have anybody I can share with my pain, I go to the moon. The moon doesn't reply to me, but thank you. But I go and I just start yapping and release the pain I have on my heart. And I just learned that recently after losing my mom, because I had a lot of pain on my heart. I had to give it to something. Another thing I do that is weird, I talk to trees. Yes, and I know I'm not crazy. I talk to trees. I talk to nature. I hug trees, guys. You need to find simple things to ground yourself, to come back to yourself. When I don't know where to start from, but oh my God, this is such a beautiful topic, and I hope that today something clicks and you find a way of loving yourself, because human beings, we are so beautiful. We are so beautiful that the only thing we have to do is to love, is to open our hearts. But open our hearts by understanding that if you open your heart, you can get hurt. But at the same time, you can't experience true love if you don't open your heart and be vulnerable. Like, to love is to be vulnerable. That's why some people are scared of love. Once they feel like, oh, things are starting, oh my God, I can't eat without knowing how they are, then they be like, oh, they are going to hurt me, and then they run away. Okay, someone is asking, I don't want to be everywhere. I'm going to talk. If you're interested in the topic, please bring me back, because I'm very excited to talk about this, because I know that it helped me. There are things I do and they help me to come back to myself. Because when you have social media, social media is loud. You need to find a balance to come back to yourself. So anyway, someone asked why I talk to trees. The reason why I talk to trees is I believe the world is alive. We live in a live life. So nature is live. Trees are live. They listen. They understand us. They understand because they are living things. They grow. If you plant a tree today and you water it, after some time, after 2 years, it will grow and it will bring fruits if it is a fruit tree. So they listen to us. And sometimes you don't need someone to give you advice. You just need to release, to talk to something, to talk to someone. These days, humanity, like, we need humanity. People are tired. People are cruel. People, they don't want to love. So sometimes you can't share with people because of the fear that they are going to hurt you. They are going to talk about your problems. They are going to betray you. So instead, when you feel comfortable, when you're alone, don't do it when people are watching. They will call you crazy. You have to do it when nobody's watching. There are things we do, alone. Alone. If you understand the reason why you're doing it, you do it alone. People will call you crazy. And a lot of people see me in nature and they be like, she loves nature. I think that is obvious. But I I love nature too much that when you ask me, when I feel bad, I want to go and I remove my shoes, I walk barefoot, I hug trees, I talk to them, I look for signs, right? Sometimes I look for signs and I ask God. I talk to God in nature and I ask God, please show me a butterfly, show me a yellow butterfly, that when I see that yellow butterfly, I will know that I'm okay. And then I start looking for signs. Sometimes, even if you don't look for those signs, they just come to you. When you ask God for signs, He sends you those signs. Sometimes I'll be like, I want to see a bee. And then at some point, you find a bee. You know? So, anyway, you need to find some small things that doesn't cost money that brings you back into your body. Why am I saying that? After losing my mom, I had to see a therapist. Guys, I'm a Ugandan, I'm a black person. I grew up not believing in therapists. I thought those are white people things, like, because we in Africa, like Africans, we have a community, but these days the community is fading. Like, we used to talk to our aunties, our grandparents, but these days you find yourself alone, right? And you don't know who to talk to, and you don't want to share your problems with people because they might hurt you, and you don't want to be hurt. And so I had to see a therapist. But there is something he told me that changed the way I think about certain things. He said the reason why we feel unease, anxiety, not okay, is because our bodies, like our souls, are not in our body. We are either in the past or in the future. And we don't have to be in the past or in the future, we have to be in the now. Because what we have is the now. Like right now, I have children, but I'm talking to you. My children they are here, but right now, I'm here on live, I'm talking to you. So this moment matters. I'm present, right? So the more you travel to the past, you're not in the now. The more you travel to the future, you're not in the now. That helped. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but for me, that clicked. And I was like, oh my God. So I don't have to be in the future all the time or in the past all the time. I have to be in the now. Because one decision like this can change your life, but you make that decision now. You make that decision. That thing that can change your life, you do it now, in the now. If you want to drink water or tea, you do it. Now I'm drinking. So the decision I'm making is now. I won't say I'm going to drink water in 2 minutes. I'm doing it now. The most important time is the now. And I'm not promoting this book. I am not promoting this book. I don't know if the author, I've never met him. I don't know him. I know him because I read the book, but I'm not promoting the book, and trust me. But the book helped me. My therapist is the one who recommended it. It is called The Power of Now. Guys, when I was growing up, I hated reading. But because I wanted to understand what's going on in my body and in my mind, I had to read this book every day. And because English is my second language, it was disturbing because there were some words that were really strong and I had to look for the meanings on internet. That's the good thing about internet. Like, we can teach ourselves things, right? If you want to understand why we struggle, why we have problems, why we think the way we think, why we want to attach ourselves with pain, read the book called The Power of Now. Search it, have it, read it. You will tell me that book changed my life. It might not change your life because we are different people, but give it a try depending on what you're looking for. And I'm going to start gifting my friends that book because that is one of the best thing that has ever happened in my life, and I don't regret reading it. It was a struggle. I took my time because I wanted to understand everything that the author was saying. And remember, I told you, not everything you hear you just accept. You question and you get your own truth, because your own truth matters. There are facts in the world, but your own truth matters. You need to understand, you need to know, why do I believe like this? Oh my God. So, someone said, you are amazing. Thank you so much. So I am still discovering myself. I'm still learning life, but I love I love that when you start loving life and searching for answers, you start getting them. It's funny. Some of us are looking for true love, but do we deserve true love? Because true love, I believe true love, when you're looking for true love, you need to be able, you need to be ready to open your heart. And once you open your heart, there is a possibility, thank you so much, there is a possibility that they can hurt you, that you can get broken, heartbroken. But when you get a heartbroken, it doesn't mean that there is nothing wrong with you if you love from the bottom of your heart. Because all of us are going through things in our lives. You might see me and be like, oh my God, she's beautiful. She has a lot of following. Her life is so good. Yes, I might have all of those things, but I still find challenges in life. There are parts of me that don't get fulfilled because I don't know how to open myself to receive those things, you know? That's why when people come here on social media and start spreading hatred, I see them and I understand that they are nice people, but they are lacking love. When you love yourself, you spread love. You don't hurt other people because you love. You love, your heart is open. There is no crew in you. I'm not saying like you can't make mistakes. Yes, you do make mistakes, because sometimes you make mistakes without knowing that what you're doing is wrong. That's why we learn from our mistakes. But when you love yourself from the bottom of your heart, from the core, you can't hurt other people intentionally. You can't find someone doing what they want, they love, and say, you're ugly, or I hate you because of that. You can't start saying those words. And that's why a lot of people ask me if I am human. For me not to reply to haters with hunger, I reply with love. I do that because you get the love you send or you give. You get the love you get. You get the love you give, sorry. That's the right way. You get the love you give. You can't get love if you don't give it. What you do to other people comes back to you. Not today, it might take years, but it will come back. And there are moments where you realize and you'll be like, oh my God. So this is how it feels like. So, love is the answer, but it has to come. It has to come from you, because you have to first love yourself, and then after that you can be able to love others. You see, this cup is full. If it is full, you have some to give to other people. I hope I'm saying this in the right way, because the way I understand in my mind is not the way I'm expressing. But let's go slow. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not trying to be perfect. It's okay, right? So you can't give from an empty cup. And another thing I realized, people with big hearts, like myself, and I'm not saying that because I'm better than other people. No, I just remember I told you I'm learning about myself. I got to realize that I have a big heart because of my mom. My mom had a big heart. She loved everybody, but she forgot about herself. And I was also doing the same thing. My mom took care of everybody around her, but all they ever did, they beat her, humiliate her, cheated on her. Like, they did all of those evil things to my mom. She died with a very big, heavy pain on her heart. And I was doing the same thing. And that's why I decided to look for myself and understand myself. Let me drink some tea, not coffee. So, it's okay. It's okay. She had to rest because she was too sick. She was in so much pain. And she did what she had to do. That's why I am a better person right now, and I love it. So, people with big hearts like myself, we intend to give love to everyone around us, but not to ourselves. In our mind, we think if we give too much love to others, we think that love will come back to us, which is supposed to be like that. But humanity is different. Once people see that you are too good, they take advantage. That's why when you learn to love yourself enough, you learn to give, but not to finish everything. You learn to give and leave some for yourself. When you leave some for yourself, you give without expecting anything in return. We get hurt because we always think that once we do good things in the world, they will automatically come back to us. And we only think it in a straight way. If I give love this way, it will come back to me this way. But it's not like that. You might give someone food, but that person, you don't have to expect them to give you food in return. You can get food from someone else, like a different stranger, someone totally different. And that is the way of getting back that. But in the beginning, you don't have to expect anything from other people. That's why we get hurt. I want to see your mom. On TikTok, I posted my mom actually today. I think that's why I'm talking about this. I posted my mom on my status. Check it. You'll see my beautiful mother. So we expect other people to do the same for us. And remember, everyone is going through something you don't know about. Some people treat you bad, not because they are bad people. Remove the filter. I didn't even know that I have a filter. Sorry, I just went live. I didn't really care. Sometimes the only thing, the best gift you can give to yourself is to understand yourself. You understand why I think this way, why I believe love is not safe, why I believe everyone is gonna hurt me, why I believe people are not good. When you start changing your mindset, you start attracting things you want, because you start living an intentional life. I wish when I was young, when I was a teenager, someone told me these words, that we were born perfect. I want you, if you don't have to do this if you don't want, you don't have to do it actually if you don't want, but if you think that it might change, try it. I want you to go in your album, if you have an album, or in your gallery, and you have a baby picture of you, and you look at that picture and come back here and tell me that baby is not good enough. That baby in the picture. I'm lucky I have one baby picture with my mom. And these days, I look at that picture of me and my mom, and I'm like, oh, once I was a baby. A beautiful baby, a perfect baby, without this broken world, without this. And I looked at my little eyes, little nose, little hands, and I'm like, but I am enough. I am enough. I was born enough. We want to be accepted so much in the society that we end up hurting ourselves. Because you can't control what other people think about you, what other people say about you. You cannot. What you can control is what you believe in and what you think about. And nobody's gonna do that job for you. You will listen to a lot of people, but that is a job that you have to do yourself, is to sit down, to look in the mirror, and be bold to tell yourself and build a relationship with your own image, with your own body, with your own self, and understand that, okay, I'm not good this here, I'm not doing good here, but I can be better, I can work on myself. And it's okay sometimes to be messy, to be a crybaby, to make mistakes. Like, it's okay to make mistakes, you know. You can't learn without making mistakes, because this is my first time being 30. I didn't know how I will feel when I'm 30. I'm doing this for the first time. So I am going to make mistakes on the way, and that's okay. And I also stopped blaming my parents or people who treated me bad because of holding to that pain too much. Yes, people can hurt you. Yes, you might go through the hardest, but doesn't define who you are. It doesn't, you don't become that. You can change yourself anytime you feel like enough is enough. I'm tired of crying for the same reason, I'm tired. That's when you be like, okay, now I need to change the way I think. I've been saying this, it's not working. I've been crying, it's not working. Now I need to find a new way to see life, to, you know, because I believe that the world is so beautiful, but you can't see the beauty of this world unless you want to see it. Anyway, let me have a break and I see what you guys are saying. Hello, it's so beautiful. Make my day. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I love you too. You're beautiful, buddy. Thank you so much. You are one. Ama, you are one. Oh, you're talking to someone else. How old are you? I'm 30 years. Been watching you for a while now. Nice to be able to speak to you. Me too. Great message. Thank you. Any tips to start living in the now? Start doing things that makes you be in the now. And some of the things that you can do is sometimes you have to put your phone away and look around, like you see and notice things around you, because we don't do that often. Sometimes you have to just go in the nature and look at the tree from the bottom to the top and wonder how it was made. You're in the now. Now means what's around you. I'm not in America. I'm not in in Europe. I'm in Uganda. Here. So that is the now. Here. What is here? I'm holding a cup. Painting makes you focus in the now, because you're focusing on what you're drawing. Like, you need to find those simple things, and they don't have to be expensive. Make sure they are cheap. Like, you don't need money, because once something brings you back to the now, like requires money, it's gonna be hard to start stressing you. You need to find something that doesn't cost anything. Like me, I started just being with my children and I observe them. Like my son is starting to speak. Sometimes I just look at him and I just observe what he says, how he thinks, what he does. That's being in the now. To I'm looking for a better way to explain this, especially in this English language that is my second language, right? But focus on the things around you. Okay. Yeah, that helps. Like you can discover things on the way once you start observing. And another thing, do you know? Do you know there is? I, I won't give you an example. I just want to tell you to do something right now. You're watching me. I want you to say to tell yourself, "I love you," and plus your name. You can say for me, like I would say, "I love you, Angela," without opening your mouth. Say it in your mind. Tell yourself you love yourself in your mind without speaking. Like right now. I'm done. So there is a voice in our mind that sometimes tells us so many bad things. And I believe we all have that. And sometimes we are our own, like, worst enemies, because whenever you're trying to do something, you'll be like, oh no, you can't do it. The voice tells you, oh, you can't do it. You're not good enough. You know, we have fears because we want to be accepted in this society. We want to people to see us as smart people, creative people, you know. But when you have a relationship with yourself, you can hear those thoughts and tell yourself, those are just thoughts. They are not true, because in most cases they are not true, to be honest. Remember when I talked about your baby picture? Can you convince me that that baby in that picture is ugly? Be honest with yourself. Do you think your baby picture is ugly? If you think picture is ugly, you're comparing it to who? Some of us grow up thinking that we are not beautiful, we are not good enough because of what happened in the past. But you can change that by starting changing your thoughts. I love affirmations, and a lot of people talk about affirmations, but affirmations can help you because the more you repeat those affirmations, your brain starts believing them. And that is something I don't even have to convince you about, you know. But we forget. We forget. That's why when you're in the now, you observe and remember, okay, right now I feel fear, but that fear, I get it because maybe I did something in the back and it was not good, and then you panic. But when you're in the now and you observe that you have fear, you start telling yourself, it's okay to make mistakes. This is my first time doing this. I'm not gonna do better, you know. I'm not a professional in what I'm doing right now, but I can learn and, you know, improve myself. That's when you start changing your thoughts and your beliefs, and, you know, and there is a funny thing also I discovered. There is no end goal. There is no a moment where you will be like, now I've I've achieved, like now this is the end, now that is it. Another moment is going to come and then you go back to not believing in yourself, doubting yourself, feeling that you're not good enough. But the more you learn to affirm and telling yourself that you are good enough, you're beautiful, you're loved, there is beautiful people in the world that love, you know, love beautiful people. The more you start falling in love with the world or with life, life also gives that love back to you. And I know that maybe what I'm saying, some people won't get it because we are not on the same frequency, but those who will get it will understand. If it clicks, it clicks. And right now I have peace with myself that not everyone is going to understand you, not everyone is going to love you, and you should be okay with that. I'm okay nowadays because I know that me being loved, it doesn't have to come from some, like, I don't have to believe someone to believe that I'm loved. I don't have to listen to someone to believe that I'm loved. I need to have a conversation with myself, dig and understand myself. That's when you start loving yourself. Someone is asking for your next box of organic tea. I assume in Uganda the farming is mostly organic with the Jada method. I think I can reply to you after the live because I really don't understand, but yeah, I'm going to do my research as well. Thank you so much. So, guys, I felt like I wanted to come here and just share my thoughts about self-love. And as I told you, I'm not perfect. I'm still searching. I'm still understanding myself. And to love is to be vulnerable. That's why I'm trying to be vulnerable. To come here and share my thoughts with you. I know I can get hurt, but it's okay because I'm doing it in a good faith. Because I know it can help someone who is trying to look for themselves, right? And yeah, it doesn't cost a thing to love. And you know, exactly, is to be vulnerable. That's true. Thank you so much. You helped me. I'm glad, and at least I didn't just yap for nothing. Thank you so much. Oh my God, you guys are being so sweet. Thank you so much. Someone gave me a spastika. Is it a spastika on YouTube? Thank you so much. Nobody will love you more than you love yourself. That is so true. It is so true. It is so simple, but it is so hard to accept because we always want to be loved by other people. We think if my partner loves me so much, then I am loved. If my children love me so much, then I am loved. But it doesn't work like that. Because all of those people, even your children, even your parents, they can hurt you. But if you love yourself enough, you don't take what they are saying to your heart, because you understand that some people might say things they don't even mean, depending on where their minds are, you know, depending on what they are going through. For example, someone can come here, and I've been seeing some messages where people, I think someone mentioned, said shut up, but I saw the comment, I saw it, and it really didn't do anything to me, because I know that I don't have to accept anything that is not true. You know, if someone doesn't want to listen, they can go off. So I saw what they said, but in my heart I was like, maybe that person is not okay right now, and maybe they are going through something, and there is whatever they are saying doesn't have to do with me. It is them, you know. So when you start loving yourself slowly by slowly, you start listening to things, to negativity, to bad people, and have a conversation with yourself and ask yourself, okay, what they said is true? No. Do they know me? No, they don't. Do they know where I stay? No, they don't. Are they, do I know them? I don't. And you just be like, humans are humans. They are good human beings, they are bad human beings. And that's okay. There are things you can't change, but there are things you can change. The things you have control about, you can change them. But I can't control another human being. So that's why if I can't control them, I can't tell them not to say whatever they want to say. But when they say whatever they want to say, I have a right not to believe what they are saying, because in most cases, they are projecting their fears, their hatred, their hurt. They need to heal themselves. And that's a job they need to do themselves, not me doing them, not them doing it for them. You understand? So, life is beautiful when you start seeing beauty in life. I just have a tough skin on internet, don't worry, dear. They say Africa is poor. Look at this black queen with over 1K likes. Oh my god. You are very special. Nobody like you in the sense of the word. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Ay, Jesus. Okay, now I'm going to read some comments on YouTube, please. Another thing I wanted to ask you is what pushes you to do all these wonderful, kind actions, regardless of the outcome, in terms of how said action will be? Yeah. Now, that's a good question, my dear. So, when I was growing up, I went through a lot. My mom, I lost my dad when I was 3 years old. Oh my God. No, I shared my story, but I'm gonna share a little bit, and maybe you understand why I do what I do. So I lost my dad when I was 3 years old, and my dad was killed. And rumors were saying that my grandparents, my grandfather from my mommy's side, is the one who killed my dad. I don't know the truth. I was so young, and until today, me, I don't know. We don't know. I don't want to dig. I don't want to know. Like, that's that's life. So my family, from my father's family, they chased me and my dad, and they chased me and my mom and my brother from our own home, because we were grandparents of a murderer. We were grandchildren, sorry, of a murderer, and my mom was a daughter of a murderer. And now, people from my after my dad dying, like after my dad died, people from my daddy's village went to my grandfather's village and destroyed everything my grandfather had, most of the things. So now, my grandfather from my mommy's side, they also hated us because we are the reasons why they destroyed everything from their side. You understand? the story. Actually, the things were even in the news back then, because my dad was known a little bit. He was kind of wealthy, and my grandfather also was actually kind of wealthy, but you know those wealthy like in the villages, that that kind of wealthy. So now we were not accepted both sides. I remember one day, that day they chased us from our own home after burying my dad. My mom decided to take us to her father's side, which is my grandfather's side. And when we reached there, that night they gave us a house. My grandfather had rentals somewhere in the center. So we were there for like 2 days. And then at one night, my mommy's brothers came at night and they kicked my mom, chasing her away. They wanted to kill her because she was the reason why everything was destroyed from the rumors. So my mom, we called help, and they had to take my mom to the police station, so that not because she was wrong, but to take her there for her to be safe, so that they don't kill her. And they did all of that when we were seeing me and my brother. Some of those things I don't remember them very well, but we talk about them. So anyway, after that, I saw my mom struggling because she was a housewife. She used to dig and plant things and grow food and feed us. And I remember seeing her digging in people's gardens to just get us food. And sometimes I used to ask her, don't you have people who can help you? Like ask for help. And she used to look at me and laugh and be like, life is not the way you see. Life is not, or people are not the way you see them. Sometimes you have to do things yourself, because she tried to ask for help. There is a story that I don't even want to talk about because I'll cry, and I don't want to cry. So I saw her going through so much pain. She was alone with no a husband, no family members that helped her. The only thing maybe they gave us was an abandoned house, because after when she came back from the police station for some few days, they gave her an abandoned house that was a little bit farther away. They were like chasing her away. I think they were giving us that house so that maybe we'd be like, no, we can't accept it, because it was a bad house. That house raised me. I am so grateful for that house. But to be honest, anyway, she started struggling, trying to take us to schools. I went to public schools in Uganda, and I didn't even finish my higher education. That's why I'm trying to learn a lot of things. So, but I grew up questioning why people didn't help her when she was the sweetest person in the world. She helped everybody. She raised kids that were not hers. I wanted someone to come and help her because she was hopeless. She lost a husband. She lost her parents. She tried to ask for her parents to forgive her. They refused to forgive her. And she was not the one in wrong. Her husband was killed. Yes, my dad did his shit as well. Sorry to use that language. I think I'm pissed. But my mom was innocent. And I grew up questioning why people are not kind, why people do bad things in the world. And I promised myself that when I grow up, I am going to be better. I am going to be somebody that I needed when I was young. Because if I wish that there was only one person who just helped my mom maybe with something. I don't maybe my life would have been better. But I don't regret my past because I am who I am because of what I went through. Anyway, the reason why I do what I do is because I wanted someone to help my mother, to help us, and we did not get that person. My mom had to leave me in different homes with strangers because she had to go and look for money. When she had a family, she was born in a very big family with many siblings that could have helped her a little bit. Not only her family, my father's family as well. They saw us struggling. They knew we are there. They chased us. They had a meeting to chase us away. I don't blame them because they were hurt as well because my dad died. But until today, we don't know the truth. We don't know if my grandparents or my grandfather is the one who killed my dad. I think some people know, the grown-ups, maybe they know, they kept the secrets from us, but we were innocent as children, me and my brother. And I used to be scared of sharing this story, but not anymore, not anymore, because I mean, that's my story. That's my life. I don't have to be ashamed of it. I am who I am because of, you know. So that's the reason why I do what I do. And I don't do it because I want people to see me as a good person. No, no. I do it to inspire one person to do the same if they want. Helping is a choice. You do it if you want. And I've been talking about self-love. You need to give while giving yourself too. You deserve love too. However much we want to help everybody, you have to give yourself too. So you need to learn not to give all. You give and leave some for yourself. Because if you give all, then you're going to also start starving. So that's the reason why I do what I do, is to inspire, because we need to start believing in humanity again. Because the reason why we are here on earth, we are many, is to be there for each other at some point. Like you can't do everything by yourself. You need help sometimes. You need help. And help comes in different forms. Some need money, some need advices, some need hugs, some need love, it depends on what you're going through. So I don't want to have millions of people and I just post selfies of myself. Well, I love posting myself, but sometimes we use internet for good. And I was given a tool that is so important, that is so powerful. Why can't I use it for good? Why can't I be that person that I needed when I was young? So, thank God I didn't cry talking about this. I think I'm getting better. Would you travel to USA again? Oh my God, a million times. Because traveling is discovering, and I love that. So, yeah, yes, that's my answer. Thank you for this story. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Someone joined my membership on YouTube. Thank you. I need to double check. I don't know what this means, but if you did, thank you. So I'm also still learning to tell my story, because I tell my story in bits, but I have a painful story, but at the same time, at the same time, I'm so happy that I've learned how to have peace with it, and I'm healing, but doing good things and helping others and loving others is helping me to heal, because I'm still mad about what happened to us, but not so much. I think I'm getting better, and I'm learning that everything happens for a reason. Maybe if everything that happened to me didn't happen, I would have been a different person, you know. So I have peace now, and it's okay. And I've been thinking of like starting to giving you guys talking content and trying to share my perspectives with you. And as I said in the beginning, you don't have to believe what I say. You don't have to just be like, oh, that's a fact. No, like listen and question, and that's how we can learn from each other. Because I also find people that say things and I listen and I question and they help me. So I don't want to be like these most motivational speakers who pretend that they have made it in life. I am Life is a journey. The end, I think the end is to die. So as long as we are still alive, we are still discovering, we are still learning. People come in our lives for different reasons. And what I learn, I would love to share since I have an audience. And I am being careful because I know a lot of people, of young people watching me. I discovered that and I was like, wow, I have a big responsibility, but it's okay. Maybe that's the reason why I'm here. Your kindness and hope has shown for years that I have been following. Thank you for sharing hope. Thank you for being here. And I don't know. I don't know. Beauty radiates from you inside out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you for mentioning that. So, I love that compliment when someone says you're beautiful on the outside and the inside. The reason why I love it is because it's not so much about the physical appearance, because this fades, this can go away. You might see someone that is beautiful today, and in 2 years, you find them and you can't even recognize them, depending on what they are consuming and what they are going through. Because beauty, when your heart is beautiful, in most cases you're beautiful, and I believe that is the true beauty. Even if you're the most beautiful person in the world and you do bad things in the world, you're ugly. Sorry. Sorry. So I've been following your account since 2020 because you are so cute, sweet, and beautiful. And I hope you reply to me. I love you so much. Thank you. Lauren, that's your name. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. So I feel my heart so heavy because of some childhood trauma and the relationship I'm in with a guy. Okay. If your heart is heavy, please don't take what I say, just you have to question and understand and have your understanding. But if your heart is heavy, you need to release. You need to release that trauma. Write everything that you feel like are heavy on your heart. Write them down and read them out loud. If you can't write them, then Speak. I in the beginning I told you guys that I speak with nature, I speak with trees, I hug trees, I speak to the moon, I tell the moon my problems, my worries. The moon doesn't reply to me, but the more you speak about them, the more you release them. And you can look for releasing affirmations. You need to release those heavy, pain, traumas, because the more you keep them inside of you, the more they are going to become heavier. And this is the best time to do that, the beginning of the year. Like today is 2nd, this is the right time to do that. Release and have a beautiful, bright, yeah. Like about the relationship, it is you who knows what you're going through. It is you who knows what you deserve. If you're not okay in that relationship, I'm not telling you to leave that relationship. That is the decision you have to do yourself, because once you go through that breakup, I will not be there. It will be you who will go through it. So you have to be wise when you're making that decision. But for the heaviness, you need to release. You need to start working on your emotions and understand. Right now, let me tell you something, guys. Things are better and things are easier, and I'm going to tell you why they are easier. We have ChatGPT. Try to ask ChatGPT to ask you questions for you to understand certain things about yourself. But when you're answering to ChatGPT, you have to be honest, and you don't have to believe everything ChatGPT tells you, because you need to have your own beliefs. They are facts, but you have to have your own beliefs for you to understand yourself. So talk to ChatGPT, ask some questions, like look for, if you want to release some pain, search, question, be curious, like question, ask yourself, why am I like this? Why am I not letting go of that pain? Because sometimes we are so attached. That's why I told you guys, if you really want, if you're looking for yourself and you want to understand, you get the book called The Power of Now and understand why we are so attached to our pain. There is a topic in that book I can't try to explain because I don't want to give you information that I'm not really so conscious, thinking about. I want to be, when I'm sharing something, I want to share something exactly the way it is. So you need to read that book to understand certain things. Like there is that guy is talking about that we are so attached to our pain that we are always, I'm like this because of this, I'm like this because of this, I am not loved because blah, blah. You have to let go and start believing that you are good enough, you are lovable, there is nothing wrong with you. You just attract the like your pain. Because you're so attached to your pain, you attract pain, because you don't believe that you deserve love. Oh my God, I don't know how to remove our pain. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. It's a journey, but you're not going to heal tomorrow. That's not what I want you to think. It's a journey. It is a long journey, but if you're so curious, if you're so eager, if you really want to do it, if you really want to heal, you can heal in like 6 months, 2 months. It depends on the urgency. If you're tired of that pain and you want to let go, you can heal. But if you're not ready to let go, it will take more time. Read that book called The Power of Now. Guys, that book changed my life, changed the way I think, I see life. Like sometimes I just wake up and I just tap my heart like this, and I remind myself that I'm here and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be alive, and I can't wait to enjoy this beautiful life. But you can't do that if you still have too much pain, too much hunger. Because when you have pain, sometimes you have hunger. Sometimes you have fear. You don't want to open your heart because you're scared you get hurt. You're scared that everyone is an enemy, like everyone is going to hurt you. You're always protective, and it keeps you in that yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Show me the book, I'll read it right now. I carry this book everywhere I go. Just give me a minute. I'll be back and I'm going to show you that book. And I hope the author of this book, I meet him one day because he changed my life. Just give me a minute, I can. This is the book I will never let go because my children will read them. My children have to read this book. It is called The Power of Now. You can take a screenshot of it. This is, I don't know. And the funny thing is, whenever I feel like I am not in the now, I go back and read some pages. That's why I need it. I travel with it. It is always in my bag because this journey is so important to me. I want to heal. I'm still healing. I want to heal. I want to heal. It is so important because when I heal properly, I'll be able to teach my children how to do it as well. Because I might not be the perfect mother. I might make mistakes. I might project my fears on my children. But if I understand certain things, I'll be able to try and share my perspective with them. That's why healing is so important for me right now. Not only for my children, but for people around me. And I believe you guys, you're also part of my life. Yes, we might be on internet. I might be a stranger to you. But at some point, like right now, we are talking. We are in the now. Right now, I am talking to you. Yes, that's the author. I am talking to you. Anessa, do you go to the city? My love, I travel around Uganda and I travel around the world. So today I'm here, tomorrow I'm there, tomorrow I'm there, and internet. That's why I love it. So anyway, healing is a journey and it takes time and you have to be patient with yourself. You might feel like you have it right now. In the next 3 days, you go back. But when you go back, accept it, and then wake yourself again, because this is a journey. I'm from Brazil. Good night from Global in Live World. Good night, dear. You are very beautiful, by the way. Keep healing, girl. I know you got this. Thank you so much. Do you have a charity organization? And how many children are benefited by it? A lot of children. A lot of children, but my organization is based in one village, but right now we started visiting different villages. At the moment, there is a project that I'm working on in the mountains of the moon, which is so many miles from where I stay. But yeah, so a lot of people. You do you live with your children? Yes, my love, I live with my children. Lovely eyes. My eyes are getting red because of this light. I wanted you guys to see me, but thank you. Thank you. When you are in German, when are you in Germany again? I don't know. Oh, I want to go back, but it's okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know. When the time comes, will you marry me?